What was up with that Super Bowl game? Now, I know a lot of you all out there were disappointed. Some of you all were not happy about the outcome of the game. Raise your hand if you were not happy that the Broncos beat the Panthers. Now, some of you all were really not that happy with the players, like screaming at the TV, "Catch the ball! What is wrong with you?" Ugh. Some of you all were not happy, I know, about the food at your party. I told you should have come to our party. You should next time be at Miss Alana's party. We got the best food there. Now, some people told me they weren't too impressed about the halftime show. And then we have some people blaming the refs for the outcome of the game. And then some people, they don't even care about the show. All they care about were the commercials. But then they weren't happy about that either. Now me, do you know what disappointed me about the game? This was so frustrating. I don't understand why the Super Bowl League, Federation, whatever you call the people in charge of the Super Bowl, decided to not use Roman numerals when they named the Super Bowl. Can you believe that? All these other years, they've been using Roman numerals to name the Super Bowl. And this year, they just put a 50 by the name Super Bowl. Hold on. Some of you don't know what Roman numerals are? Okay, so let me tell you, because maybe if you knew, you'd be upset about that too. All right, so Roman numerals, check it out. Roman numerals, that's another word for numbers. They used a long time ago, and you'll still see it today. So Roman numerals are numbers represented by letters. No, high schoolers and middle schoolers, don't freak out even more, because I already know you have lots of variables and letters and symbols to deal with in your upper level math classes. But Roman numerals, these are fun. And if you know it, they're pretty easy to learn. So let me show you real quick. So for example, to represent the number 1, they'll use the letter I, okay? So I means 1. Now, to show the number 5, you use a V. So the letter V stands for 5. To show the number 10, you would use an X. So you use the X to show the number 10. Now after that, we have 50, and that would be an L. So it should have been Super Bowl L instead of Super Bowl 50, but I'm guessing they didn't want to use L because then it would have been Super Bowl Lalana. Can't have that, right? Okay, and then to show 100, you use a C. That represents 100. And then D is 500. D stands for 500. And the last Roman numeral we have represents 1,000. Do you know what letter they use to represent 1,000? M. Now you're probably like, Miss Alana, you just confused me. What are you talking about? Well, we don't see Roman numerals everywhere, but guess what? I know you like movies. Raise your hand if you like movies. Who likes watching movies? Now, on the back of the movie case, of the DVD case, or at the end of the movie, they show you the year that the movie was made using Roman numerals. For example, you might see, let me find my Roman numeral that shows, you might see this. MMXVI. What? What is that? Now, I don't know if you remember, but MM, that's 1,000, 1,000. X was 10, V is 5, I is 1, and this stands for 2016. So if you have any brand new movies that were made in 2016, check the back of the case, and you'll probably see this there, MMXVI. And that stands for 2016, when that movie was made. Now, let's practice. So let's do something easy first. So what if I had this? If I showed you this, I. Do you remember? So I is 1. So we have 1, 1, 1. And what's that? 3. See, that wasn't too bad. What about if I show you this? XX. Do you remember? So remember, X was 10, and I have 10 and 10, and then we add them together, and you get what? 20. That's right, 20. Now you can combine letters together to make a different number. So take a look at this one. I have XXIII, and we just did those. Remember, we did the 2 X's, then we did the 3 I's. So 10 and 10 is what? 20. 21, 22, 23. So that's how you write 23 in Roman numerals. Let's look at the next one I have. I have XV. X is what? 10, and V is 5. So what's that? 10 and 5 make 15. See, that wasn't that hard. I hear you all are getting really good at this too. All right. Ooh, that one's a harder one. Let's see. It's not that hard. MM, 1,000, 1,000. So that's 2,000. Then we have V, which is 5. And then II. So that's 2005, 6, 7. 2007. Hey, I know some of you were born in 2007. Thumbs up if you were born in 2007. So guess what? That's another way you can write the year that you were born. All right, I think I have more. Bam! Look at that one. DLXXX. Oh, do you remember? D is what? That's 500. All right, and then the L, we talked about that. That was 50. And then X is 10, 10, 10. So that's 500, 550, 560, 570, 580. That's 580. All right, now, check that one out. IV. Now I know I is 1 and V is 5. All right, now if I had the I after the V, that would make it 6. But since it's before, we're going to have to subtract. So what is 1 less than 5? 4. That's right. So IV represents the number 4. All right, we got a few more. All right, look at this one. LXXIV. All right, so L, that's 50. That's a 10. That's a 10. So 50, count with me. 50, 60, 70. And then IV, remember that was 4. So 74. Thumbs up if you knew that before I told you the answer. Awesome. All right, I have one more. Ooh, what about that one? CCCXL. All right, C stands for what? 100. So 100, 100, 100, that's 300. And then X, that's a 10 before an L, that's a 50. So since that one's small, we're going to have to subtract. So XL, let's look, that's a 40. So 340. Now, I know some of that might seem a little bit confusing, but guess what? The more you practice, the better and better you'll get, and the more you'll learn. So you can practice writing your own numbers and Roman numerals, and check out the backs of movies. I'm sure your parents have lots of movies at the house, or maybe when you just go to the store, check out the backs of the movies and see if you can find some Roman numerals.